What's up, guys? I'm Jayzinski. Welcome back to Ironsworn Badlands. It's been a while, but now it's time to continue the adventures of Archibald Hall and him seeking his lost brother. So, when last we left off with Archibald, he was in the town of Dry Canyon. He had just battled with the Shadowfen Spider, a almost ethereal-like spider that you could almost completely see through. And he also learned that there were two Shadowfen Spiders from the sheriff, Arthur. When he went to go seek help from the sheriff and his deputies, the sheriff refused to assist him in his hunt because they wanted to protect the town. Archibald understood this, but was a little upset, understandably. But he decided to go after it alone. The sheriff asked him if he would find his wife, though, who had been taken by the Shadowfen Spiders, and Archibald, of course, said he would do his best, which Archibald will, in fact, do his best to find Arthur's wife. So, we come back into the scene. Archibald is there, standing in the middle of town. He's thinking to himself, what am I going to do? I'm all alone after these two spiders. Still a little messed up. Perhaps I should see if I can get some rest, or at least a little bit of equipment for myself. So I think that is what he is going to do. Archibald is going to make a sojourn move here in the town. He's going to spend time in a community seeking assistance. So we're going to go ahead and make that move. He's going to make the sojourn move to spend time in a community seeking assistance. He's going to roll plus heart, which is going to end up being a miss, unfortunately. Ugh, that's rough. On a miss, it goes badly. We lose all benefits for that action. No one wants to help Archibald, even though he's there, coming to help these people. No one wants to help him, which is rather unfortunate. So he's just gonna have to go it alone, which really, really sucks. So Archibald, he asks around. No one can spare anything. I guess things must be tight around the town. And so he just has to go it alone. Now, he does know where the spiders are at. They are in this dank mire nearby that he has to go and investigate. And so that's where he's going to go. He doesn't really have any other ideas on him right now. I'm actually going to roll real quick on an oracle here, the action and theme tables, to see if maybe he does have another idea. Maybe he can think of something to help him fight these spiders. So for the action, we have reduce. Okay, so what about the theme? Reduce knowledge. Reduce knowledge. Well, that's an interesting idea. Perhaps he thinks, well, the spiders know about me now. Well, at least one of them does. If the other one's made it back to its mate, they'll probably be a bit more wary of him now. So he's thinking, I need to find a way to make myself less known to the spiders. I need to be camouflaged somehow. So he mounts up on his horse and rides towards this mire. And he was given fairly good directions on how to get to the mire, so I don't think we need to worry about, oh, does he know his way to the mire? I think he's been given very good directions on how to get to the mire. Once he arrives on the edge, obviously it's very different from the rest of the high plains, where these, big rocky cliffs and like just red dirt and clay everywhere. It's this dank, musty, almost a little bit misty mire with these trees, probably these weeping willows, and he can see into it. Probably he's gotten like up on a cliff to like get a really good view of the mire, because it would probably have to be lowered down closer to sea level for there to even be any water there. And he can probably see just this mass of spider webs all throughout the mire. And that's certainly the place. He's looking around, trying to see if he can catch any sight of the spiders. Does he see the spiders? I'm going to have to ask the Oracle. I'm not too sure. Does he see spiders? I think it's unlikely, so we're just going to go ahead and see. No, he does not see the spiders, in fact, which doesn't really put him at ease. He wounded one of them, so maybe they're resting in their den or something, but that doesn't mean the other one's not out and about right now. So he wants to camouflage himself from the spiders. And if he's going to do that, he has to go down into the mire and get some of the shrubbery and foliage on him to conceal himself from the spiders. And that's what he's got to do. So he is going to come down the cliff and start creeping into the mire. I think this is a face danger roll, because he's going to sneak in, it's going to be stealthy, and he's going to get some of this shrubbery to hide himself from the spiders. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a face danger roll with Shadow. And hopefully he'll have a hit. A weak hit. Let's see what a weak hit gets. We succeed, but we face a troublesome cost. I am going to go ahead and take that weak hit. We have the momentum to burn it to get a strong hit, but I'm going to take the weak hit. We are delayed, we lose advantage, or we face a new danger. I'm going to say that it is facing a new danger. I think I know what it is. I'm gonna ask the Oracle. I think he's snuck into the mire successfully, and we lose the momentum. We're now down to 3 momentum from 4. And that new danger, I'm going to ask the Oracle first. No, I'm not going to ask the Oracle. This is what I'm going to say it is. He sees the spider. He sees one of the spiders just off in the distance. Close enough to where if he's not careful, he could hear him or see him, because he hasn't gotten the camouflage yet. So he freezes for a second and looks over at the spider. Now the question is this the spider that he wounded or the other one? I don't know. I'm going to say it's unlikely, because the one that he wounded is probably hiding right now. You say it's unlikely, but it is. It is the one he wounded. Okay, I think that might play into his favor a bit. This wounded spider is probably not going to be as, perceptive to his location, because it is wounded pretty badly from his rifle. So that's good for him. He's going to have to face danger again, just to, you know what? No, I think he's already faced danger to get in here. But he's going to have to face danger to get out. But now he's got to secure his advantage to give himself the bonus of being more sneaky. Because that extra momentum could certainly play into his favor later. So he's going to secure an advantage. And he's still doing it with Shadow, because he's trying to gather up enough of this stuff to hide himself. So we're going to roll with Shadow and hopefully get a strong hit. A strong hit would be great. A miss! No! Oh no! We have to pay the price. Oh gosh. Archibald's luck is just always terrible. We have to pay the price. I'm going to roll on the Oracle and see what she says. Pay the price. A surprising development complicates Our quest. What could that be? Oh, I think I know what it is. It could be the sheriff's wife. Is it the sheriff's wife? Does Arthur see the sheriff's wife tied up nearby on one of the trees? Let's ask the oracle. That's crazy. I'm gonna say it's 50-50. I have no idea. No, it's not the sheriff's wife. Then what could it be? I am uncertain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll on action and theme to figure out what it could be. Avenge and direction. It is the spider. He steps on a twig or something, and the spider turns and it sees him. And it chitters out this horrifying noise, and he turns around and he has to start running in the other direction as the spider clambers after him in an attempt to avenge its pain that he dealt to it. Archibald is now running as fast as he can. He has to face danger to escape this spider. He is rolling with edge, with speed and agility or precision. Hopefully he can get away from this spider. A weak hit, that's really good. He succeeds, but he faces a troublesome cost. He's gonna have to endure some stress here. He's gonna take 1 stress, and he has to now endure stress. So we're gonna roll on the endure stress here, and he's gonna roll with his spirit because that's what's higher. A weak hit. He presses on. He's freaking out. The spider sees him. He's not prepared for this combat, and he's just running. He manages to dive his way out of the mire and starts to climb back up the cliff where he came up. I don't think he had to necessarily make a really bad climb on his way down, but it's still, not easy. So he has to climb back up the cliff to get away from the spider. After he exits from the mire, I want to ask the oracle, is it still on him? I think it's likely it's still on him. Yes, it's still coming after him. It's still chasing him. It wants vengeance. So he's going to face danger again as he climbs up the cliff. He's still rolling with edge because he's just trying to get up there as fast as possible. A miss! Oh, no! Archibald, stop! Stop with the misses! Oh, goodness. He's going to pay the price again. No! I'll pay the price, Archibald. What is it? A new danger or foe is revealed. Oh, goodness. What could it be? A new danger or foe. Is it the other spider? I have to ask the oracle. Is it the other spider? I don't know. 50-50. Yes, it's the other. Overwhelming. Yes, it is the other spider. The other spider comes from the side, and it's coming up the cliff on next to him, and it's coming after him too. Oh gosh, the spiders are there. Oh man, this is turning into a horrible situation for Archibald. He's just trying to get in there to get some camouflage, and now both the spiders are after him. Oh no, he's still trying to climb up this cliff. I'm gonna roll face danger one more time just to see if he can get himself up over the edge of the cliff, just to get up to his horse, to Waddy, because his rifle is with Waddy. He does have his pistol on him, so roll with edge again to face danger to get up the side of the cliff. He gets a weak hit. I'm going to say he's really, really stressed out now because it's a weak hit. He still has to endure stress now. I'm enduring stress just having to go through this. Gosh dang it, Archibald. All right. He's going to roll with his spirit because that's what's highest. Strong hit. A strong hit. He's going to embrace the darkness of the situation. He's going to take a +1 to his momentum as he climbs over the edge of the cliff, just throws himself over the edge to get back up to his horse, and he runs over to grab his rifle off of the saddlebags on Waddy. And then he hops up onto Waddy and he starts riding away, and he turns back. Do the spiders come over the cliff after him? I don't know. I'm going to say 50-50. No, they don't. They don't. He turns around and aims with his rifle, and he doesn't see anything. The spiders give up the chase, now that he's out of their territory, I guess. And he brings Waddy to a stop a little whiles away from the cliff, takes a deep breath, like he is having a heart attack. That was so close. That was too close. He feels like he's out of practice. Maybe he shouldn't have taken that risk, but it could have been well worth it if he was able to get the camouflage. So that first tactic did not succeed. So he's going to start thinking of a new tactic. The spiders didn't get their meal last night, so they're going to have to get food eventually. So it is highly likely that the other spider will leave to go back to the town and hunt. So Archibald thinks he's going to lay a trap for this spider, and perhaps he can kill it and then can go after the last one in the mire. But first, he's got to look around and see if he can find where the spiders leave from the mire. So Archibald, he's going to gather information. See if he can find where the spiders usually come out of the mire. He's going to roll with his wits. A weak hit. Fair enough. The information complicates his quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what we discover and take +1 momentum. So he's up from 4 to 5 momentum. I think he does find where the spiders come out of the mire. But what does he discover? Does he discover that there's more than one place? Perhaps. I don't know. I'll ask the Oracle. 50-50. Is there more than one place where the spiders come out of the mire to go towards town? No, there's just one place. So he either finds some tracks or spider webs where the spiders come out of the mire, up the cliff, and go towards Dry Canyon. That does simplify things, but something did complicate it. What is that complication? I am uncertain. So I'm going to roll on the action and themes tables to find out. Demand advantage. Demand advantage. There's no good place to set up his trap. It's all flat ground. There's no nearby hill or anything. There's nothing to hide behind. No trees, no shrubbery. It's all flat. So as soon as the spider would come up, it would see him. So he has no way to ambush the spider really besides just being there and shooting it. And that's just going to have to be enough, he decides. That's got to be enough. He doesn't really have another option. He can't go back in the mire. It's far too dangerous. Not when both spiders are in there. He's got to take out one of them now. And that's what he's going to do. So he's going to rest there at the edge of the cliff. Not the very edge, but far back enough to where he can get a good shot with his rifle. And he's just going to rest. He's going to make a heal move for the rest of the day. And his iron is lowest. So he's got to roll with iron to heal himself. A miss. Ugh. His aid is ineffective. He has to pay the price. Oh, goodness gracious. Archibald's luck is just god-awful. All right, we're paying the price. What does the price we must pay? We are separated from something or someone. Separated from something or someone. That's what it is. Archibald decides he's in too bad of condition right now. And he's worried about Waddy. He's worried about his horse. So he basically tells Waddy, I need you to go away for a bit. I need you to run off, a place to hide. I don't want you to get injured in this fight. And he basically just brings Waddy far enough away to where Waddy won't be in danger. And so he goes back to where he's going to lay his trap, and he's alone. It's just him and his rifle. And so he lays down and waits for the spider. I don't think he has to wait too long when night falls. After a little while, I think the spider comes up. I think it's very likely that the spider comes up. Yes, it does. Spider climbs over the cliff, and it's... I'm almost certain that it is the unwounded one. Is it the unwounded one? Yes, it is the fresh one, I guess you could say. I'm going to say it is likely that it sees Archibald. Does it see Archibald when it comes over the cliff? This could be very important. It does. Archibald has no time to secure an advantage against this spider. It sees him, and it instantly goes for him. And so Archibald must now enter the fray. He's going to enter the fray. Yeah, he is facing off against his foe, so he must roll with heart. A strong hit. That is exactly what Archibald needs. He takes +2 momentum. He goes from 5 momentum to 7. And he has the initiative. Archibald can take a shot here with his rifle, which is very, very important. So he is going to strike. He's going to make a strike move, and he's going to roll with edge because he's firing at range. And hopefully he can get a really good hit on this spider. Let's see for it. A weak hit. I am going to turn that into a strong hit by burning our momentum. I'm going to burn our momentum and turn that into a strong hit. So we go all the way from 7 to 2 momentum. And now it is a strong hit, and he inflicts +1 harm on this bad boy. We're going to make a new progress a new progress bar for the second spider. And so he does 3 harm to this spider, which is fantastic. Just 3 harm. That's 3 full boxes to the second spider. Now remember, these are dangerous foes when they're alone, but together they are formidable. Just 3 damage, and he retains the initiative because it was a strong hit. The spider gets struck in its abdomen, and it screeches out in pain, and it clambers for a second. It falls over just a bit as it tries to gather itself, and then it brings itself back up onto its 8 legs, and it starts skittering towards him again, this time with increased ferocity and just intent to kill Archibald, because 1, it's the thing that hurt his mate, and 2, it's food. So Archibald still has the initiative, so he's going to load his rifle real quick. He's going to eject the cartridge and then put another one in. Only fires 1 bullet at a time, and then he's going to fire again. Hopefully we get another strong hit. Archibald needs these strong hits. Another strong hit! Yes! Yes! That's another 3 harm to this bad boy. Oh my goodness. He fires again, and this time he hits it in the face, and I think he breaks off a whole chunk of its face, just gushing blood going everywhere as he hits this thing with another massive round. And, the gunshot cracks and explodes out into the night air, and it again screams out in pain. Archibald's hopeful that the other spider does not come to aid its mate. That would be bad for him. He wants to kill this one before the other one shows up, if it does. And because he got another strong hit, he retains the initiative. This ambush is going much better than I thought it would. Because it wasn't really an ambush. It was more of just him waiting for it to show up so they could fight. It stumbles again, giving him enough time to load and fire again. So he's going to fire 1 more. He is hopeful that this will be the one to end the battle. Come on, Archibald, get another strong hit here. Oh no! A miss with a complication. Oh, goodness gracious. So he loses the initiative, and he has to pay the price now, and there's a complication. I may have spoken too soon. Pay the price. Something of value is lost or destroyed. Okay, and let's see what this complication is. We're going to go and roll on the major plot twist. Major plot twist. A trap is sprung. A trap is sprung? Was this a trap for him? Is Archibald the one being ambushed? Is Archibald the one being ambushed by the spiders? I gotta ask the oracles. This is so bad. I hope he's not the one that's being ambushed. Is Archibald the one being ambushed? I think it's unlikely. I don't think that's what is planned here. I think it's unlikely. No, he's not the one being ambushed. Is the spider being ambushed? I don't know. It's 50-50. Let's see. Yes, the spider is being ambushed. But by who? Who is ambushing the spider too? I gotta ask the oracles. This is insane. All right. We'll do a descriptor and a roll for who are these people who are monsters or some maybe who are ambushing the spider. So we'll do a descriptor. Hostile. That's not good for Archibald. Hostile traders. Hostile traders. Interesting. Well, I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Oh, I guess we'll just have to see. So this trap is sprung. Archibald has lost the initiative, and I think I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, so he is loading his rifle after firing and missing, and suddenly someone comes up and kicks the rifle out of his hands, and his rifle goes sliding across the dirt and rock, and he looks up, and there's a man standing there over him with a revolver pointed at his face. Don't make no sudden moves now, sir. We got it from here. And he looks up, and Archibald sees another man just to the side who's run up with a double-barrel shotgun. And they fire at the spider, who's still coming straight at Archibald. Does the shot connect? Does the shot connect? I gotta ask the oracle, because I'm not the one striking. So does the shot connect? I think it is likely that it does, because the spider's already really hurt and it's a shotgun. No, it doesn't. It doesn't connect. So he fires the shotgun, and I think it hits it a little bit, and it pisses the spider off. So the spider turns and goes after the man with the shotgun. Is the man with the shotgun, is he overtaken by the spider? 50-50. Yes, he is. The spider overtakes him and starts attacking him, and like pins him to the ground and starts trying to bite him or stab him with its legs. And the guy is there just two? Are there just two of these hostile traders? I don't know. 50-50. Are there just two? No. Is there a third? Are there three? Yes, there are three. There are three of these hostile traders. And what I think really these guys are, I think these are trophy hunters. I think they go after monsters like Archibald, but they don't go after them to get rid of them and get paid for get rid of them. They go after them to sell their organs or their heads as trophies, just things for these monsters. And, if Archibald kills it and takes its head back as proof that he killed it, well, that's money that they lose. So that's why they are hostile to Archibald. So the third guy comes up, and he has a revolver, and he starts firing at the spider as well. Does that shot connect? It's distracted. I'm going to say it's likely. No, it doesn't connect. Is the one with the shotgun, is he killed by the Shadowfen spider? I think it's likely. Yes, it manages to kill the one with the shotgun. It bites out his neck, and the blood spews everywhere, and the guy cries out in pain, and he just gurgles his last breath, and the spider turns and goes after the one with the revolver. The guy who is standing over Archibald, this is insane. I can't believe it's gone this way. The guy who was standing over Archibald, he turns to fire at the spider as well, and Archibald, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he should be fighting these guys or just fighting the spider, but he thinks this guy over him, he's got to go. So Archibald is going to try to secure an advantage by knocking this guy out from over him, try to kick his legs out from under him. So he's going to roll with edge, because he's doing it with his agility. Is he able to do it? A weak hit. He his advantage is short-lived. He takes +1 momentum. So he kicks this guy's legs out from under him, and the guy falls to the ground. I think the advantage is short-lived because I think the spider is upon the third member of the traitors and is trying to kill him now. And Archibald only has a little bit of time left before the spider comes after him and the other guy. So Archibald grabs his revolver and he looks at the traitor who he's now kicked to the ground. And he says, "Stay where you are. I'm a professional." He's going to try to compel this guy to just stay the hell down, stay out of his way. He's going to try to convince him with his heart, because he's trying to convince him. Is he able to convince this man? No, he is not. They make a demand which costs him. They just refuse. They refuse. I'm going to say he refuses, and we're going to have to pay the price as well. So we pay the price. It wastes resources. The man reaches up and grabs Archibald's belt. His bandolier knocks some bullets out of his bandolier, and so his supply goes down by 1, goes down from 4 to 3. So Archibald loses him. He pulls him up and he just pulls himself up and he goes, "I ain't doing nothing. This is my trophy, monster hunter." And he gets up and he starts firing at the spider. Archibald can't really do anything about it, so he is also going to shoot at the spider. He is going to... He still doesn't have the initiative, though. He doesn't have the initiative. So I think what happens is the spider finishes off the last guy. It finishes off the third guy. It kills him. And then it comes after Archibald and the other guy. And it's moving so fast now. It's moving so fast. Archibald only has a little bit of time before it's upon them. So he has to clash with the spider. So he's going to fire his revolver at almost point blank range, hoping that he can kill it before it is upon him. So he's going to roll with edge. We need a really strong hit here to not be in some serious danger. A weak hit. Not terrible, but not great. So we inflict a harm. That's 2 harm on the spider. That is 2 progress. We are at 8 progress now on the second Shadowfen spider. It is so close to dying. He hits it again in the abdomen, but it is upon him and knocks him to the ground. We have to pay the price, and it has the initiative. The current situation worsens. How could it worsen? There's only one way it could worsen. The other spider shows up. It comes clambering over the edge of the cliff looking for its mate, worried about it. And they heard all the gunshots and it's screaming. And there it is, the other spider. Archibald is in some serious danger right now. Serious danger. They're not working together right now. It's far enough away to where he can still fight them individually, but this is still really bad. The spider has 2 people to go after, Archibald or the traitor, the last traitor. I'm going to ask the Oracle 50-50, who does it go after, Archibald or the traitor? If it's yes, it's Archibald. If it's no, it's the traitor. No, he goes after the traitor, which is amazing for Archibald. It goes after the traitor, but I think Archibald, he's going to have to face danger to get away from the spider. And I think if he gets a strong hit, he gains advantage. If he doesn't, if he gets a weak hit, he's good. But if he misses, he's going to take some damage probably. So as it clambers onto the traitor, hissing and chomping at him and trying to stab him with its legs, Archibald dodges out of the way. It tries to crash into him. Roll with edge because he's using his agility. He gets a miss. What in the world, Archibald? He has to pay the price again. Pay the price. Roll twice more on this table. Oh my goodness. Roll twice. Okay. A person or community you trusted loses faith in you or acts against you. What? And it causes a delay or puts you at a disadvantage. Archibald is knocked on his ass. I don't know about the person or community losing faith in us right now, but we'll worry about that later. Archibald's knocked on his ass, and he's losing time now as the other spider comes closer. And I think that might be enough time for the spider to kill the traitor. Is it 50-50? No, it's not. It's not enough time. Archibald is going to get up and he is going to clash with the spider to try to kill it. Really, he needs to get rid of this spider. So he's going to clash with, he's going to fire his pistol at point blank range. Come on, Archibald, get a good hit. A weak hit. That's what we need. A weak hit. That's 2 progress. The Shadowfen Spider 2 is now at full progress. But he doesn't have the initiative, so he can't finish this fight. He can't end the fight. He needs a strong hit to end the fight. And the spider has advantage. It has the initiative. So I think the spider turns. And also it was a weak hit, so he has to pay the price again. Which is unfortunate. Let's see what this pay the price is. A new danger of foe is revealed. Another one? I think it's not another one. I think it's the spider. The other spider is now upon him. It's close enough to be in close proximity to hurt him. So he has to turn. He has to clash with that spider now. He's going to roll to fire his pistol, his revolver at it. A strong hit. He gets a strong hit on the first spider. He's going to take that +1 harm to it and deal 3 full harm to this spider, which is incredibly good for him. And it stumbles back. He now has the initiative. He also just got a strong hit. He is going to turn and end the fight against the second spider. He's going to conclude it. He's going to end the fight. He gets a weak hit. A weak hit. What does that mean? What does that mean? He does kill the second spider. He fires off a round from his revolver, hits it in the head, and it falls dead on top of the traitor, who I think is still alive. We'll have to see later. But I think our victory is short-lived, according to the end the fight card. A new danger of foe appears or an existing danger worsens. The other spider is pissed. And it comes after him so fast that he has to face danger to get out of the way, or he's going to get hurt by it. So he sees a spider and it lunges at him, and he's going to try to roll out of the way of this spider, and he misses. Oh gosh. And he's going to have to pay the price. What's it look like? The current situation worsens. It pounces on top of him and is now on top of him, chomping at him with its mandibles, trying to get around his neck and kill him. Oh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. It's now on top of him, trying to chomp down on him. He is going to clash with the spider. I think it has the initiative in this. So he has to pull his knife. He can't fire his pistol. It's way too close. He has to pull his knife, and he's going to try to stab this dang thing. So it's with iron because he is using his knife. Hopefully we get a good roll. No, it's a miss. Oh no, we have to pay the price, and I think that price is pretty clear. Archibald is bitten by the spider. He's bitten, and that means it inflicts 2 harm to him. He now has to endure harm from the spider. He takes 2 harm, and he's going to go from 3 health to 1 health. He's got 1 health left. And now he's going to endure harm. He's going to endure harm. He's going to roll with his health because it's the same as his iron. Hopefully he gets a good roll. A strong hit. He is going to shake it off, and he's going to lose a momentum and gain back a health. He's now back up to 2 health from 1 health, which is good for him. And he's going to keep going. He's going to clash with this spider again. He's trying to stab it with his knife. He's fighting for his life. Go for it, Archibald. Go for it. Strike with iron. Another miss. Oh, no. Oh, goodness gracious. He's going to pay the price. What could it be? A new danger or foe is revealed. I think he's been poisoned. The spider is venomous. So I think he has to endure harm again. I think that's what happens. He has to endure harm again because the spider is venomous. He's going to roll with health because it's higher than his iron. And he gets a weak hit. He presses on. He can feel it burning through his veins, this venom burning through his veins. And it hurts so bad, but he presses on. He's got to get this thing off of him. He's going to clash with it again. He's going to clash with it. He's going to keep stabbing at it as it keeps trying to chomp down on him. He's going to stab at it one more time and miss again. Oh my God, this is so awful. And so he has to pay the price once more. He's got to roll twice more on the table. Oh man, that new danger, it's the venom still. It's the venom. And it's going to burn through him again. He has to endure harm once again against that venom. And this time he gets a strong hit and he shakes off the venom completely. His immune system or something manages to get the venom out of his system. I don't know. He just overcomes it somehow. Who knows how he did it. But he's going to lose some momentum. He's going to gain health. He is back up to 3 health. Archibald is fighting out here, and his action has an unintended side effect. What could that be? He's stabbing at the spider, and the spider's swirling around, trying to fight him off, trying to get at him, and I think it knocks into the corpse of the other spider, and I think what happens is the traitor is alive. The traitor's alive, and it gets up, and I think they fire at the spider. They fire at the spider. Is the spider hit? Is the spider hit? You know what? At this point, I'm going to consider this an ally of Archibald's. For this right now. So I'm going to say that right now he has help from the traitor. So he's going to clash again with the spider. He's going to use iron. He's going to get a +1 modifier because he's being assisted by the traitor. And he gets a strong hit with the knife. And he now has an opportunity that he didn't have before. What could that be? So first of all, he's going to take the extra harm on this spider. And that means it's 3 harm now. It's now up to 8 progress. What is that opportunity that he just got? I need to ask the Oracle. Ask the Oracle on an action and a theme. What is this opportunity? Avoid creation. Avoid creation. Avoid creation. What in the world could that possibly be? Oh, I think I know what it is. The spider is trying to avoid the creation of a new wound. It's trying to not get wounded. It gets hit really badly. Archibald's knife tears through the thorax of this spider. Blood coming forth all over Archibald. It's nasty. The spider screeches out in pain and just gets off of Archibald. It gets off of him. It doesn't want to get hit like that again. And it tries to run back. It tries to run from Archibald. It tries to run from the fight. Archibald got a strong hit, so he has the initiative. He is going to run and try to grab his rifle. And he grabs his rifle up, and he's going to take a second to secure an advantage as the spider runs. He needs to land this hit. Get a +1 to his secure advantage as he aims at this spider because of his sharpshooter trait in his asset. So he's going to roll with edge to secure an advantage because he's using his precision. He's going to get that +1 modifier. And he gets a strong hit. He is going to make another move now and add +1. Because of his sharpshooter asset, he gets another +1. So that is a +2 to his strike with his rifle. He is going to roll to hit it with edge, and he's going to get a +2. He needs a weak hit on the spider. He's going to inflict his harm on the spider, which is 2. The spider is now at full progress. I'm going to ask the Oracle, is it possible that the spider gets away? I think it is unlikely that the spider is able to escape from Archibald, but there's still that chance. Let's see. Is the spider able to escape? A 100 roll on an unlikely. Yes, it does. It escapes over the edge of the cliff and into the mire. And Archibald runs to the edge of the cliff and looks to see that the spider has escaped. It dashes into the mire, blood oozing from its body, and he loses sight of it. Damn it, he curses under his breath. And he looks back at the other spider, and he sees the traitor is already trying to hack away at its corpse and get his trophy. He's not even looking at his comrades who are now dead. And Archibald walks over. Does Archibald care? Does Archibald care if this man starts to steal what technically is rightfully his? Because he killed that spider. I think Archibald does care. Archibald has been out here doing all this work, working his ass off, and he doesn't want this man to take his kill. He pulls the hammer back on his revolver. All right there. Back away from the spider. The man stands up, and he looks at Archibald. Is he intimidated by Archibald? I think it's unlikely, because he came out here and he fought that spider off. Well, he didn't fight it off, but he fought it. I think it's unlikely that he's intimidated. But he is. He is intimidated. Archibald is sort of a badass. He looks at Archibald and he goes, I just need a little bit of something from its corpse to sell. People, they love this kind of stuff. They buy any sort of tinctures and potions made from it. They don't care what it does. They only care what I say it does. He's a snake oil salesman. I don't care what you want to do with this stuff. You held a gun to my head and stopped me. You got in the way. We could have both been dead. But we ain't dead, you see? We're totally fine. What about your friends over there? They ain't fine. They weren't really my friends. They were more of a business partners. I see. Well, partner, I suggest you head back to wherever you call home and let me finish my hunt. Archibald is going to try to compel this man to go away. He's going to convince him with, he's just trying to convince him. He's not trying to threaten him right now. So he is going to roll with heart to try to convince this man to go the hell away. He does. He manages to convince the man to go away. He gets a strong hit. It's going to take +1 to his momentum. He goes from 1 to 2. And now he has an opportunity. What is this opportunity? I'm going to ask the Oracle real quick, and we'll find out. Action and theme. Investigate. Hope. Okay. All right. I'll go. But, since you're here to kill the monsters, I guess you should know that, they don't just kill the people they take. They keep them in there. I saw a few of them when we went in to look. There used to be 4 of us. 4th one got killed when we were in there, in the mire. There's still some people alive. Thanks for letting me know. Now get on out of here before I change my mind. And the traitor turns around and leaves. And I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. Archibald has slain one of the Shadowfen Spiders and mortally wounded the other. There's no telling if it'll be dead when he finds it, or he'll have to finish it off. But we'll leave that till next time. What a way to come back. Archibald was at the edge at every turn, but he fought on. And he's still in really good condition right now. So, when we come back, Archibald will delve into the mire itself and free those who were taken, and finally finish off the Shadowfen Spiders. Until then, farewell, partners.